plans to protect their campus. Good morning, Tom.
George, good morning to you. The president here acknowledges this could be a blueprint on how to reopen, or it could be a blueprint for a disaster, but he's willing to try. Testing, it seems they have down, but the big question, can they control students once they're off campus? This morning, you're seeing how one of the nation's largest universities plans to open its campus in the fall, and it all starts in this lab. If there's an outbreak on campus, you're going to learn about that right here. We will. The University of Arizona giving ABC News exclusive access to the research labs where they've developed and can process COVID-19 diagnostic and antibody tests, promising everyone on campus a test if they want it. You're going to have 60,000 faculty, staff, and students. Are you guys ready for that crush of people?
If we can get them on campus and it's safe, we'll be here to test them.
The school's plan is called Test, Trace, Treat. They've even started to convert this dorm building into an isolation center. Students who are sick will get a room to themselves, food delivered, and treated by telemedicine on their computers.
We don't want to have to send them to the hospital if they don't need to be.
The school's president, Robert Robbins, is a cardiothoracic surgeon, and right now his plan is at odds with other universities, like Harvard Medical School, announcing remote learning in the fall. The same with Cal State, the largest university system in the country. What are you seeing that these other academic leaders are not?
Well, I don't know that we're seeing anything differently than they are. I think it's a matter of risk reward.
A risk he says many students and staff want. One President Trump is backing in public.
Now, will you have an incident, 1 out of a million, 1 out of 500, that will something happen, perhaps? But, you can be driving to school and some bad things can happen too.
The message in contrast to President Trump's top health advisors who are expressing caution about scenarios come the fall.
The idea of having treatments available or a vaccine to facilitate the reentry of students into the fall term would be something that would be a bit of a bridge too far.
Corralling college kids won't be easy, and the school's president is aware of all the unknowns that still exist with the coronavirus. What would it take for the university to close again?
Of all the questions, that's the question that keeps me up at night. Doesn't keep me up at night, it wakes me up frequently at night. When is this experiment gone so wrong that we have to stop it? And I would say I don't have an answer for that right now.
So there are still a lot of details to be worked out, but they have about 100 days to figure this out. I spoke with a professor here who is 64, so right around that age that is higher at risk for COVID-19. He tells me he's worried, but the way he teaches is passionate. He roams the classroom. He feeds off his students feed off him. He says that is college, and that cannot be done on Zoom. Michael?
All right, Tom, thank you for that. And for more, we are joined by the chancellor of the country's largest four-year public university system, California State University, which serves nearly 500,000 undergraduates. Dr. Timothy P. White announced this week that Cal State will cancel classes this fall and move almost exclusively to online learning. He joins us now from Irvine, California. Dr. White, thank you so much for joining us. And you made a big decision this week when you announced that you were not going to open for the fall. It's going to be telelearning. How did you tell your nearly 500,000 students that they can't come back to school this fall?
Well, good morning, Michael. Yes, we made our decision based on the health and safety and welfare of not only our students, but our faculty and staff and the communities in which our 23 campuses are located here in California. It costs an 800-mile swath of this great state. And our decisions really are in the best interest of our students because we wanted them to make progress to a degree in this COVID-19 era, which sadly is going to persist throughout this next academic year. So we're preparing essentially for the worst and then hoping for the best, and we'll probably end up somewhere in between those two places.
And as